Hello, hello, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. Today is our episode 135. Today we're talking about how is your brand speaking? Are you speaking today? Maybe not necessary, right? So many of us, today is Monday, by the way. Every Monday we are super excited because what? Because we are here to transform many entrepreneurs' lives. And especially today, every Monday since over 2 years ago. Now we have already, today is 135, right? You can say every week since the starting, I forgot exactly when, but it's like 22 years ago, it's like 2021 we started, and we continuously doing it every week, every Monday. And maybe only exceptions that during the summer vacation I was in China, I could not go on Facebook. But then, except that, every week we continuously delivering our messages to the market. So I've been speaking at least every Monday, right? Almost every Monday since 2 years ago. Are you speaking? But sometimes today we're talking about the brand, right? It's not like maybe it's not like a verbally loudly speaking. The speaking means not just like a verbal, right? It could be non-verbally speaking. And the brand. So today we will talk about the brand. How do you understand about your brand? So first I want to ask you, well, what is your business? How long have you been in your business? Let us know, okay? You can welcome to comment under video. Let us know how many years have you been entrepreneur or business owner? How many years do you been owning your brand? And no matter now from your understanding, either it's like a small scope of a branding or like understanding a bigger scope. But today we will explain what really it means about brand. And anyway, if you have a business, if you are an entrepreneur, you already have a business, right? You call it something. Either you call your business something or you call yourself something, right? Some kind of a title. And many of our entrepreneurs inside of our Abundant Entrepreneurs group here in Facebook. Now we are going live here on Facebook inside of our group Abundant Entrepreneurs. Many of you, I know that you are either coaches or consultants. Like you may not pay much attention about your business brand, but instead you may pay more attention about your personal brand, right? And for other businesses, for example, if it's like a media business, a marketing business, or it's like other business, traditional business like a retail business and any traditional businesses like a franchise, anything, and they would pay more attention about their business branding. So no matter if you either it's like you know exactly right there, what's your brand name, write down. I want you to now it's your free marketing time. Write down in a comment what is your business name, okay, or what is your title, or what is your like if you're a coach or consultant, you may focusing call yourself, right? Call yourself some title that is your business, almost like a business name. So share with us what is your brand in your understanding. So this is a very interesting. Okay, so we normally have like two types of branding. One is like a personal, another one is business. For example, 2009, since I started, I called my business. I did not register right away my business, but I started online, so I created all this kind of social media. Like since then, I started. I remember from LinkedIn, maybe Facebook a little bit later, but from LinkedIn, I think it's a big from the very beginning. From website, right? Everybody still remember website. Website is still there. So we built up the website. I hired a company to build up a website for me, so I already had the name for my business. Not legally registered yet, but I started it with my website. So my website is called Spring Magical Life Society Inc. And but quite soon I remember, I forgot exactly the year, maybe 2 years later, I registered in Florida when I was still living in Florida around that time. Registered business name Spring Magical Life Society Inc. in Florida. And today I still have this business name Spring Magical Life Society. Even though majority of the time I focus more on my personal branding, like a Spring Zheng, abundance, entrepreneurship, and thought leadership coach. And I use maybe more with my personal branding name, But for Spring Magical Life Society, I've been using it with my website and then later with my marketing systems. And you need to use a .com, or like it's like a URL's name, right? Your business name. So I use that. So till today, I have both. I have a business name. I have my coach's title name, and by the way, my title changed a little bit, changed a few times. Let me see. Beginning very interesting. 2009, I started as an entrepreneur, started my business. I ended my corporate world, 13 years of big companies experience, and I decided to explore, to follow my newfound purpose and passion to really start a business in coaching area. I remember I started as a happiness coach because my aim, or during that time my vision was, as a happiness coach, I want to help other people to discover what is their purpose, their passion, and start to do what they love to do. Because I was at that stage. I was super excited because I just found my purpose, my passion, and I started to do what I love to do. I really want to help other people. I'm just like 2 or 3 steps ahead, right? I want to help other people to also find that, figure out, because I really found it's a big discovery and how to quickly and also very clearly find your purpose. So I was super excited for that, and how to find what you love to do, and then how to really get that kind of a passion to follow your bliss. So that's my original beginning branding. You can call it branding, right? During that time, I was not so much now as I understand now about branding, right? I just know that I got my name, I got my business name, so I could start to do the business and focusing on how to find the right people to help them, and then figure out all this kind of so all these years, right? Figure out who I want to help and what I want to help them, and with what kind of a method, or services or programs or product, right, to help them. And I learned from all these kind of industrial leaders, like I have the pictures right in front of me, even like Tony Robbins, Dean Gross-Arce, and Russell Brunson, and Ed Manet, all these great ones, right? I learned from them, and also through this journey, I figure out what is really my niche, what is really my offer should be, right? And then how to develop my system, marketing system, IT system, and then my partnerships, my community. Like now we have the abundant entrepreneurs, right? Step by step, everything enriched myself until I got into another another stage of my life. It's getting into really, really like they called the darkest time, the darkest nights of your soul, or of your spirit. I got my marriage crisis, almost tried to suicide, and could really so devastated, could not get out for quite a few years. I struggled in those darkness time, but eventually after I get out of it, after I tried suicide, right, and my life was saved by God and miraculously, and that helped me really woke up for my bigger purpose. And it's not just here for as I shared before, my personal story, like a small love, like a family love, but really here into a bigger love, a greatest love from God, and also from what my life is called to fulfill. So since then, I feel like I resurrected from starting from a happiness coach, and then totally lost my happiness and could not love, could not enjoy life at all. And from that kind of desperation kind of a time, really resurrected, getting myself back piece by piece, and really resurrected. As I said, that I fell into abundance. And I lost my happiness, but I found abundance. I just found abundance is another deeper level. It's a much, much more deeper level than happiness. That kind of a fulfilling, that kind of an inner strength, the inner clarity of a purpose, and also resilience. That's where I found my abundance. And since then, you can say recreated my branding. And I almost relaunched my business, and I started to do really powerful speaking at a bigger stage. I really challenged myself to speak up, to share my darkest time, my darkest story, right? The story I used to feel shameful, and share those stories to impact other people's life, to really contribute to my life, contribute to what initially I feel like I want to hold tight and never share with anybody, right? And eventually I feel like this new me, my life is really belongs to my Creator, belongs to this world. I love God and people. I really want to serve both God and people. So that's why I shared my life and my story to help other people. And I recreated my brand to be, because I found abundance. And since then I recreate my brand. I call myself Abundance Thought Leadership Coach. And I focus on empower visionary entrepreneurs. I hope you are one of them. Visionary entrepreneurs to stand out, to step up first for your call and stand out as confident expert and thought leader in your ideal niche to transform and impact many more lives. And that is my call, because I'm here really empower entrepreneurs to be abundant entrepreneurs and also leaders, thought leaders in your area, so that you can stand out. It's not just stand out to show up, right? Stand up to show off. It's not just a stand out to be famous, not just stand out for your own reputation, for your own legacy, for your own whatever, right? But here it's like stand out so that you could attract more people to serve them, to stand out so you could better serve. Like today, for example, we're talking about brand. Some people, when they think about the brand, how many of you can honestly comment under my video, okay? How many of you, when we talk about brand, you were maybe thinking about just how you can become recognized, become famous, become like my daughter today. I was helping cleaning her room. I just found her old note. It's like a diary, I think, but she's just by accident, it's just a note. She tipped that out, like tear that out and put something, but it's by accident maybe fell down at the corner of her closet. And today, and I was cleaning it and solving some stocking problem, and I found it and I read it. It's so cute. 2018, that's 5 years ago. She was thinking about like why she wants to be famous. And that's so genuine, so cute. Like she wants to be like either like actor, actress, or like YouTuber. She wants to be famous. So she wants to speak, she wants to act, she wants that kind of thing, right? I know so far with her limited perspective and wisdom, I know someday she will become a much more wise woman. She's already a great leader, but so far she still have a very limited view, right, of the world, of herself. She wants to be famous. She wants to act. She wants to like speak. She wants to be out there. Many people recognize her. That kind of a desire. I feel like I totally honor that, right? Because when I was little, I guess maybe at a different stage, I had that kind of just a genuine desire. And before you really know what this world is about, what your purpose is, right? At her age, 15 years old, she does not really know exactly what's her life purpose, but she knows that she wants to, I know that she wants to be famous. She wants to help people. She's such a gorgeous helper. She's so sweet to help everybody. She just loves volunteering. Whenever we got volunteering opportunities, like volunteering in her school, volunteering in Girl Scout, helping other people, she's just genuine doing it. I'm saying that she's really a great born leader, and I'm looking forward, God will unfold her day to her and to us as well. And hopefully she will really help many more people. But her desire is like, I know it's through the pandemic, because she had the struggling of eczema, very severe eczema. And then she lost that part of desire. She felt like she's ugly. Her skin is so like flare up, so dry, itching, red a lot of times. So she lost that part of the like desire. So in the arts, in her high school art choice, initially she wanted to pursue two majors. One is like performing art, another one is fine art. But eventually she chose fine art, painting, instead of a performing art. Even though I know that deep in her heart, some part, she still desires that. She delights that, because she felt like she's ugly. She does not look so pretty. And especially now, all this kind of social medias, right? All this kind of pretty goddess out there, sexy, beautiful, all these kind of girls out there. she felt like she's not pretty at all, so she could not like stand out in among all those like pretties, right? She now I remember years ago, whenever I asked her, I think, yeah, are you beautiful? She said, yeah, I'm pretty, I'm beautiful. I'm very confident without any thinking. But through her now, like teenager years, she feel like, oh, I'm not pretty, and every day she's so aware of her appearance, right? It's typical teenager year. She said, "Oh, I'm not pretty. I'm so ugly. Oh, I'm fatty here. I'm fatty there." So I'm just encouraging her, and also fully understand this kind of stage. I also had that, not the same extent, but when I was a teenager, I also feel like my shape was not ideal. I dare not to wear skirts and to show my two necks, right? Because I was in sports. I was playing basketball. I feel like my two legs were too like how to say that, muscly. It's too with too much muscle. As you know, I feel like it's too thick to show it, right? Not like other girls, the slim, beautiful necks. And nowadays, of course, all those like very weird, very funny thinking, those kind of a self humbleness, self feel ashamed, that kind of a feeling is all gone. But it's very interesting teenagers time. How many of you, maybe, oh, I know, not just teenager, okay, I know many ladies out there, no matter what's your age, maybe you're still not fully confident to go out there without your makeup, without like really putting on some like designing around yourself, right? Dressing, or like maybe like a earring, or like jewelry stuff. I know many girls own like your fancy hair. I know many people are so into their hairstyle, their shoes, their purses. How many of you? Now, be honest, okay? Just be honest to yourself. Comment under the video. How many of you are still not fully confident when you need to go out? That you want to do some like makeup and dress up like that. I'm not saying that I'm 100% confident. And still, for example, I'm now going to the video. Before the video, I will quickly check my hair, right? At least I would say I still have 5%. 5%, but that's I think that's totally normal. That's totally human, right? We need to be neat to get on our video. Otherwise, it's totally not respectful to other people. I will not like messy hair, right? Like, but I'm not doing any makeup. I'm not like I'm just, by the way, I choose a clothes. I do not want to repeat it to last week, but that's all. That's all. I will not spend like, for example, even 5 minutes onto my dressing. Can you imagine that? My daughter now maybe spend 20 minutes, over 20 minutes every morning before she goes to school. 20 minutes and to put something like, now even some perfume stuff. And now I'm just using maybe every day 5 minutes on my clothing. Can you imagine that? If I go outside, 5 minutes without any makeup, fully natural, genuine in front of a camera. By the way, if you have a camera shy and you feel like you need dozens of minutes, and it's such a like an inconvenience, and it's a burden, it's trouble, and you need to make up, you need to make yourself so like this and that, don't worry about that, because you are here, really. Even for a great brand, I'm here telling you, for a great brand, you do not really need that much time to do all this kind of a dress up, hair up, and fancy clothes, all this kind of a ladies kind of a competition stuff, right? And and you can still create a great brand. Okay, I promise you. And by the way, when I shared the post for today's events, remember? Oh, I know. By the way, yeah, of course, people say, I just like to make up because making myself feels good. I'm not pleasing other people. I'm just pleasing myself. That's totally fine, okay? If you like to spend 20, 30 minutes, and some of you, I know you're a genius, you're expert into this, maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You can quickly have a beautiful makeup, make yourself feel good. That's totally fine, okay? I'm not saying that you do not do any makeup or dressing up. I'm just saying that do not worry too much about this, because that's minor part of a life. Of course, if you looks prettier and when you show up, you have more like feel confident in yourself. That's good, because that helps. If that helps you present more confidently, more you feel like feeling good, that is totally good for you. Okay, just choose that. All here I'm talking about is freedom. freedom, okay, freedom. But if you have any like mind, mental, spiritual, and any kind of like constraining you, you feel like that burden, I want to encourage you, do not, okay? It doesn't matter if you dress up, make up, but as long as you can really focus more on the meaning of your brand instead of just like all this kind of let's say makeup stuff, okay, about the packaging stuff of your branding. Okay, branding is not just like a great like I said, expensive suit. Branding is not just like every time you show up pretty, like they're like it's just like shiny. I know many celebrities or many I know influencers in this world, they just use that kind of a packaging. Okay, packaging, I would say that's a kind of a packaging to make it very impressive. Either they use themselves, their accessories to package themselves, or they use their background. For example, a jet plane or a fancy mansion, right? A beautiful or expensive house, or like exotic kind of a tourism place. All these kind of things also like a packaging or setting. You can say that kind of a setting up around them environment. They make the outside material or like environment to lift up their state. I'm not saying that's not good, but now maybe if you pay attention to all this kind of YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, sometimes maybe it's too much, right? If you feel that kind of a pressure to you without a fancy background, I'm now, by the way, my background is my kitchen. And my only decoration is my two plants. I love this fortune bamboos at the back of my back, right? A little bit setting up. I also had some setting up, but I'm a person with nature. So in front of me, I see a big window. I see my backyard and my neighbor's backyard. Beautiful trees, big trees, and like a green stuff. That's what I need. Just some like a green decoration. That's the only thing I really need. And not so messy. My backgrounds, even though there's some parts of my room are quite still messy, right? My friends visit me and say, "Oh, you can definitely clean much more." Yes, I can definitely do more of that. I'm just like but I'm here. I want to just tell you that right in my background looks like neat, and I have a little decoration with a green. That's good enough for me to go. Good enough for me to feel like a great to share, right? I show a background not just for myself to look like, oh, I'm like, or either to find some like a very expensive place and to show off I'm how to say I have money or I have this and that, but I want to just simply set up so I could better serve you. And maybe some of you, because you were already getting used to those fancy stuff, and now you feel like, oh, this is not enough for me, like that, right? That's totally fine. But for me, I feel like I am here fully. I feel great. I feel confident to serve you, to serve the world. And I want you to find what kind of business you're doing, right? Whatever your core is, I want you to feel that kind of a confidence, that kind of a meaningful drive, and that kind of a like simplicity, and also genuinity, and also freedom, that your brand can really shine out from just simplicity. Okay, and here today we want to talk about branding, the meaning of the branding. Maybe in the future when I get to more like that kind of level, maybe we'll talk more about some packaging, right? Some kind of a packaging, how you can make your branding more outstanding. But here today, just by your meaning, you could be standing out enough. Because I saw many great leaders, many. And for example, Simon Sinek, I think his name is Simon Sinek. By the way, this man, I love him. And he's living in New York. And he's so already a thought leader influencing so many people. And sometimes he maybe show up in his apartment, fancy apartment building in Manhattan, and with like a picture at his back. And by the way, that's one thing I could recommend, because by the way, I'm a personal, like I'm an artist. Like inside, at least inside, I'm an artist. I did not get a chance to really learn painting yet, and all this kind of artistic work did not get yet. Fortunately, my daughter is learning that. Thank God. And so she could express her inner artist out. I did not get that, but that did not, how to say, blocking me to like become an artist inside myself, because I have that appreciation of arts and I appreciate others' arts, and whenever I get a chance to express my opportunities, right, by creating my content or whatever it is, that I do my best part. I know I could still have a big space to improve. But if, for example, if you set up with some like art stuff, paintings and any kind of arts related stuff, right, that will be great enough. To me, ideally, it's just like artistic background and that kind of packaging, right? And with me, with you, for you, it's with you. That's great enough, okay? You yourself is a brand. Here I want to really emphasize this again. You are your best brand, okay? It's not your makeup, it's not your fancy dress, and it's not your like luxurious house background wherever, or traveling tourism or attraction place. It's you. You are the number one, the best branding of yourself. By the values, by the inspirations, by the light you can give to this world. That's the best brand. All right. And by the way, in the picture, right, I shared when I shared my post, the picture is about the branding. I just get this quote today, yeah, from myself actually. I said the branding, a great brand. I'm talking about a great brand is a faith, it's a vision, and it's a promise. How many of you agree with that? Comment under video. I'm curious, how many of you agree with that? A great brand is a faith. First, starting from your faith. When you create some brand, when you create your brand, I hope you've already found your purpose. You've already got the, clarity about your core. What you are here for. What's the meaning you are here? Why you are here? When you get a clear idea about that, your brand will have its life. That's a true life for brand. Okay, that's your faith. And also, a great brand is also a vision. You want to fully align your brand with your vision, with why you are here to do what. Why is your purpose? But only with purpose. If you do not have it translated into a vision, that purpose will be too vague, right? Will be too big. You want to transform that, like you need to do a lot of work there, like visualization and reflection, meditation, all this kind of inner work to translate your purpose into a vision. And that vision will be you can call that, it's like your purpose is your North Star, or you can actually say your vision is your direction, right? The vision is the path to fulfill your purpose. And the vision is specifically what you want to achieve, what you want to create, what you want to get to. That will really fulfill your purpose. Okay, so that vision, so this brand is also vision. The brand is what you actually wanted to do. That's also like your mission, right? The mission to carry out, so that through your brand, people can see your mission, can see your vision, can see your purpose, what you are here for. And that will be a great brand. And further on, a brand is a promise. It's a promise. A brand is your promise to yourself that you are fulfilling your purpose, your vision. And the brand is also your promise to your people that you are here to help them to do what. So here, I'm asking like first question is what is your brand, right? What is your business? What's your brand? And the second question is how is your brand speaking? How is your brand speaking? Is it like very clearly speaking, or it's like very weakly speaking, and people are not sure about your branding, right? Are not sure about what you are here, what are you doing, and what you are here for, and or your branding speaking loud or quietly, or maybe like weak. Not necessary to be verbally, okay? Not necessary to through the speaking, like through whatever you share, through your presence. Your presence could be verbal, non-verbal. Your presence could be through any kind of inspirations you share, or your presence there just be going someplace, right? And by your communication with people, by your connection with people, by just simply your presence. Every day you're living, even you're living, how you are living your life. And then how you are showing this to other people, and genuinely showing, not just for showing up, oh, I'm living this way just for me to showing up to other people. No, there are so many social media marketers, right? It sounds like they are living their life just for showing. They are doing it. That purpose is just for showing to other people so they can get more followers, more traffic. That's not really right way. The real, the best living is like living for your purpose. You are living it, and then you genuinely share with this world. You are not just creating all this content stuff just to feed the world to show your brand, right? Instead, you are living your life, living your best life. That's already like living your brand, and then show that to the people. Show your modeling, your role modeling, and that's like a really genuine life of you, fulfilling your life. That's the best one. That's the most inspiring and also the most valuable to other people, right? So today the question to you, first evaluate, okay? I want you to first write down, by the way, write down what's your branding, what's your brand you're now, call your business or call yourself, okay? Write that down. Do a free marketing, feel free to do that. I will not delete your comments. And the second question is, how is your brand speaking? Is it clearly or vaguely, strong or weak? Give yourself evaluation. For example, 1 to 10. 10 is the highest. 10 is the most, you feel like most clearly, most strong and impactfully, and people fully understand your brand, right? This kind of from 1 to 10. How would you, or at least from your standpoint, you feel like, oh, my brand is strong, okay? 1 to 10. Give yourself current brand score. How would you say your brand? Okay, put a number there. Either it's like a 4, 5, 6, or whatever number, 9, 10. If you are super confident, put a 10 there. Okay, that's still totally fine. But of course, we always have some space to grow, right? But just be honest with yourself. Give yourself current evaluation. And then our third question is, what could you do now, today, okay, easily and quickly to enhance your brand, and so that let your brand to speak 24/7, 24 times 7. That's the whole time for you, confidently and also impactfully. Okay, so how many of you, like people call it like they said your marketing machine, or some people call it like a cash or your money machine. They call their brand their money machine. And of course today here we're not just talking about money, right? We want to build a great brand, not just for money. You want to build up a great brand to really fulfill our life, to deliver what we are here to give, and to really create the results, right? So here we have this simple ways, okay, simple ways today you can do too. So here I want to help you to understand. First, brand, you want to align with your purpose, with your vision and mission, right? Like we just shared, you want to align with it. So that's the first step. That's the first way to really like make your brand alive. How do you say that? Create your brand into life. Without a clear purpose and a vision, any brand will be just a mediocre. I would say it's mediocre, no matter how you call it, no matter how like a strong fancy word you use it, but without that life, because your brand is not just like a how to say dead brand. A brand is a live brand, is a living brand. Like you are your best brand. You are a living person. Whenever you present there, the energy you bring, the value you bring, the whatever you give, right? The things you share, your inspirations you generate, all this kind of thing, make your brand is alive. So you want to fully align with your purpose, your passion, your vision, your mission, all these kind of things, right? And really speak from the future. Speak from a future because you already seen. And that's why we call our entrepreneurs visionary entrepreneurs. You see the future. Like I am already seeing my future. I have my vision board right beside me. And how many of you? And last few weeks we've been teaching about how to create your vision, right? Clarify your vision and also create your vision board. We even have the workshop, have the program on that to create your vision board, right? And abundance vision board. But how many of you really have this clear vision, right? This is today what you can do. Take at least like a 10 to 20 minutes, I would say, a break time, right? Fully dedicate to clarifying your purpose, your vision. Even though you said, oh, I've already done this many times. I've already done this many times, right, before. But today I want to teach you not really teach, maybe just share with you. Some of you may say, oh, I'm good enough, I do not need you to teach me. But I would share some inspirations with you. Definitely create your visible vision board. Write down your dream list first. Write down your dream list, like top 20, 30 dream list, and turn that into your vision board. We have a whole course teaching about that, how to create your best unique vision board. Okay, create your dream list and also turn that into your vision board. We have like seven formats to recommend and can use and to create your special and unique vision board, and then print it out, post it by your side, like around you. One in your definitely bedroom, another one by your like a desk, either like close to your, and you can also put on your like a screen protector, or put on your like a cover for your laptop, and also like a screen protector for your cell phone. Okay, many ways to make your vision board outstanding, visible, really visible, to remind you, because this will remind you every day, and not just for that, not just physical presence there, right? But also you want to consciously do your exercise every day, your meditation, your visualization, right? Gratitude, I call overall that's abundance meditation. I call that every morning. I do that every morning, consistently. So the past 7-8 years already, every day, and then also have some like empowered way, like in Tony Robbins' way, he calls it incantation, some incantation way to really strengthen it and make yourself align with it, fully with that align with it, and then live it out. When you live it out, your brand will live it out. Okay, that's how you really make your brand alive. Otherwise, if you just say, oh, I have my brand, I put it on my profile here and there, social media, so all on my website, everywhere, right? That is still like a dead branding. The real alive branding is you. So you want, through your presence, through your living it, through your alignment with your purpose, vision, and your mission, to live your brand out. Okay, so that's the number one thing you can do today. All right, promise you will do this, even though you've done this many times before. I want you to encourage you to spend these 10 minutes at least to reflect on it. Like even though I have my vision board just updated again and again, right? Again, I think it's 2 weeks ago. Yeah, last time is 2 weeks ago. Like today, after I teach, like share this message, I will also do my reflection, further tune, fine tune. And the more we do this, the more we will fine tune. And every night now, I'm doing more of the visualization. Previously I only do that in the morning, but now at nighttime I also do part of my special visualization too, like especially for my love part, my love fulfillment, to visualization for my future. So you want day and night to really align, stay on it, to live it. Okay, so that's the number one. I will do that today as well. I promise. Make sure that you can comment under it, let me know that you will do this. Okay, promise. Like I just said, brand is also a promise. Promise to yourself and also promise to other people. This is a commitment. Promise is a commitment that you will fulfill what you promised. Okay, promise. And that's the number one thing you can do. Okay, the second one. The second step you can do, a brand that adds value. Adds value. How we can make our brand add value today? Every day I want you to think about this question. How could my brand add value to my people's lives and to their work, to their life, to their relationships, everything, right? So how can you do that? So today I want to encourage you to clarify these three things. Who you are here to helping, to give values. Write that down, please, okay? Write down. And you can share in the comments, let us know, because this will definitely help you gain more clarity. We do this kind of exercise many times. Every time, the further we write down, the more like understanding we put there, and more reflection. And every time we have some like sometimes it's a big step, right? Sometimes it's a small step, but we always have some like improvement, further optimization. This will definitely do you good, okay? And also do your market good. The second one is write down that what of their problems are you solving? That problems either could be like some pains, right? Pains you help them to get away from, or the desires you help them to achieve. get close to, right? To reach. So that's either away or reach. So that's like two directions, but both of them like are also solving the problems. If they have desire, for example, not just the painful stuff is problem. Okay, if people have desire, if they by themselves struggling to get to reach it and feel like very difficult to get it, and but for you it's easy. Like for me, I'm a visionary coach. I'm an abundance coach. For so many people, they're struggling with their direction, with their vision. I, through like just half an hour of a conversation, understand their past, understand what's their desire, understand like their strugglings, I can very easily to see people's past, see people's vision for their future. That's my gift. And it's easy for me, but it's not necessarily easy for other people, right? So like that's like for you, you have your strength, you have your unique gift. And for you, maybe you take granted it's easy for you, but for other people, maybe not. For example, here's some example. My father now, he has already retired. He's in China, he's in Chengdu, and recently he's staying by himself. And his partner just like went to other like visited U.S., staying with her daughter, and then my father was alone. And so what could my father do? And initially he's not a man good at communications. Okay, he's not really communicating with us much, but we are very concerned, me and my sister, concerned about his health, and worry about he's already 77, and just a few months ago he went to, because of a cold, he got to so much coughing, and because he just not fully covered from COVID, right? And so his lung, his coughing, everything, and is not so very recovered. So he stayed in the hospital for over, I think I forgot the exact time. How long? 15 days. Gosh, that's a very tough time for us all. So now we're very concerned by himself. How could he best take care of himself? But also he has some other fundamental concerns, right? The health concern, or high pressure, or high cholesterol, all this kind of thing, challenges. So we worried about him, and how could we communicate with him, right? We call him, he will feel like bored, and we did not want to talk with you every day, right? Eventually I found one thing, because my father is a good cook. He loves cooking. And one day he just shared with us, like he told me when I was calling him, he told me what he eats, right? Showed me his dishes. Then I encouraged him. I immediately get the idea. So Dad, why don't you just shoot a video? He said, no, I don't know how to do that. And I said, shoot a video, share with us. He feel like it's so difficult. He never used really like his cell phone, shoot a video or share through like WeChat with us. He never done that before. And previously his partners helped him. So he's quite like so like when other people are helping you, you can be lazy, right? He said, oh, I don't know how to do that. But now he's staying by himself. He also felt lonely, I guess. And I encouraged him again and again. And eventually, one day, a video of his like short video, 20 seconds, I think, around 20 seconds, popped up in my WeChat account from my dad. Oh, I was super happy. So, wow, my dad figured that out. I sent a congratulations and shared that with our family. And he showed like just within 20 seconds about his lunch. Without his face, right? He's just showing the meals he's eating, like for the lunch dishes. He just simply introduced what is. He spoke in the video and shoot that video, shared with me. Until today, now it's let's say 3 weeks now since the beginning. Yeah, almost already over 3 weeks, and he's more almost like sharing every day to us. Because I keep encouraging him and then sharing with the family, and also like I have quite some like great feedback, and sometimes I share my cooking to encourage my father. So now it becomes almost like his habit. Every night he would share a short video within 20 seconds to share with me, and then I share with family. And it's kind of become our routine now. I really appreciate that. You know, even though you could be like, this is a value. Okay, my dad has no any brand. By the way, I just like even though he could not access Facebook or like YouTube or Instagram, he could not access that. Even though if he knows, he does not know how to access that, and China does not allow them to access it. So I helped my daddy to, just for fun, right? I post all his like short videos onto my YouTube channel, and sometimes into my Instagram as well. And some people watched it, and people give likes. People maybe get inspired, like his recipes, right? All those like dishes ideas. That's inspirations, right? Even though my dad has no really obvious branding yet, he's my dad, so it's Prince's dad, so that's his now currently his brand. So we are really not really trying to build up any brand for him, right? It's just for fun. He's retired. He's not expecting anything. I just want to use this way to encourage my dad. Is that you are contributing values, and you some other people look at your dishes, he feel like this make me my father feel like that kind of inspired as well, because make me feel like some values he could contribute. He feel like a little bit milling, right, from what he's cooking, and not just to feed himself, but also share with other people, right? I feel like this. So this is a very simple example. And another thing, let me give you another thing, a brand, okay, add value. And for example, my I believe there are so many busy people who maybe someday, like just like out of inspirations of what to cook, right? And we just only cook similar dishes again and again. How many of you are good at cooking? Let me know how many dishes can you cook, okay? I mean, some of you who are maybe, okay, comment honestly, who are struggling with cooking. I sometimes, it's not because of my ideas, but because of my too busy, right? Business, like sometimes you feel like not motivated to cook because cook takes time. And I would say I'm a great cook. I'm a good cook, a Chinese cook. I have many friends applaud me that I'm a good cook when I treated them during Christmas parties or whatever, right? My kids used to love my cooking. But now, and when they grow up, I did not pay too much like into cooking time. I just feel like cooking is too time consuming because you need a cleaning as well, and especially Chinese cooking is really time consuming now. For example, my brother-in-law is staying temporarily at my place, and he's cooking for us every day, and that's uh, so it's just like it's just he's a lawyer, by the way. He's a lawyer, and now he's like his vacation or break time. He's cooking every day for us, and that's his fun. That's his passion, and he's enjoying it. He's taking over 1 hour or sometimes 1.5 hours to cooking it, but he does not care about the cleaning. The cleaning is all my thing. Okay, so of course, right, it's much easier for him. I would rather cook, by the way. I definitely would rather cook than cleaning. Cleaning is much more boring and like time-consuming task. But anyway, now it's a good cooperation. So he's cooking, I'm cleaning, helping us. My kids love their uncle's their cooking, right? They feel like it's more traditional Chinese way. It's just like what you can eat in a restaurant. To me, it's really time consuming. But anyway, he's enjoying it, and that's great. It's like all these kind of simple things, right? It's really helping us, for example, is helping us as providing value and maybe inspire my father's videos. I hope it will inspire some people, get some idea, maybe try different cuisine, right? Or maybe you are not familiar with Chinese cuisine and you look at the pictures and you get some idea and you will try it. And other Chinese people, if you, even though you are maybe good at cooking, but you learn some different style of cooking. Okay, my father is a Sichuan style, sometimes spicy, right? Sometimes non-spicy, but it's very nutritious and balanced. And we always remind him how to balance his food. He's a meaty person. He loves eat all this kind of meat, right? Always encourage him to add more mixed vegetables and whole grain, everything. Anyway, that's a one value. How about other brand examples? Helping people, who, problem, and result. Okay, you want to clarify these three components. Who you are helping, what problems you are helping them solving, and what kind of results you are helping them get. Okay, example from me. I call myself abundance entrepreneurship and thought leadership coach, right? I help visionary entrepreneurs like you. Hopefully you're one of them. Visionary entrepreneurs, life changers, to step up for your call and stand out in your ideal niche as a confident expert, and thought leader, to transform more lives, to contribute for the movement of abundance of all. This is my movement, abundance of all. That's my vision. That's my desire. That's my dream for this world. Abundance of all. Definite peace for all, right? I know nowadays the world is so many wars here and there, conflicts, right? And it's like we're getting into the third world war, right? It's just like that feeling. And definitely we need to have this kind of a movement, this kind of a vision, abundance of all, because there is no abundance of just a specific group of people. For example, there's no just abundance for American people, abundance for Jewish people, abundance for whatever, right? Russian people, all this kind of a separation, interacted. You cannot, for example, U.S. can make punishment for some some kind of a like a company, and eventually, like for example, like European countries and also US as well. But it's not just, it's not like because they want to punish, right? It's just really have no other. You guys wake up, right, and to really like think about whatever the conflicts, the damages you are creating is also off, right? You may be damaging other countries. It's not about politics, but I'm talking about, okay, without peace, you will all suffer. We are brothers suffer, okay? One sister now in China, her visa and her green card visa is not on a like my sister is still in China, and U.S. Immigrant is not giving them together. Gosh, that's like a, that's like a things, right? Like one, my sister is not, maybe she's not really suffering. She's living her like a free time, free stuff actually. But for example, right, my father was in hospital. He suffers, we suffer as well, right? That kind of feeling. I hope really the world can really have other people's well-being was impacted. Effect. That's just like a butterfly. Oh, it's not immediate on you, but it will eventually get to you. Okay, eventually. Karma stuff, like karma effect, or whatever. Just now, like we are doing environment, like we human beings doing so many things. Environment eventually that will all. That's what we're talking about. Add values. Add values. Okay, that's the second point I want to say. So no matter through whatever, like I'm through my coaching, my dad through his cooking, and my mom through his to dancing, singing, people how to dance, and she's like my daughter is, she's volunteering in the school, in her clubs, like, so every way, every to other people, and especially for each way to help other people clarify who you are helping, clarify you can get them to. Okay, and especially other some entrepreneurs, like what they are missing, they are focusing on all the kind of marketing stuff. I said focus first on strong offer, and that's your proof, so that from your offer you can only do all this kind of fancy marketing to marketing, because it's very interesting, right? Everything's like creative, make that sound and make all this kind of interesting, but eventually you want to focus on the value. Whatever you are creating, the purpose of me creating this value, what kind of thing I want to give to people, kind of services I want and I want to provide, right? Eventually to help people more, or brand value. And for example, today I shared my post for this event. I put my quote there. I put, like an inspirational video there. Share my inspiration and to inspire people, to get them to think about this topic, conscious about your brand and how it's speaking. And now, okay, today you can do what you can do, right? To eat. This is like a brand that is seen and heard everywhere. Everywhere. Literally, okay, literally. I know I'll be really everywhere, right? But you won't create that kind of a, in Russell Brunson's word is like a demonstration, his word, dramatic demonstration. Actually, he learned that from big demonstration, or like a dominant in the market. Other people want to use it. At least you create so much great values, right? To be seen, to be heard, yourself feel like you are everywhere, okay? And to be present everywhere you could. Well, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on WeChat, I'm on Instagram, email lists everywhere, right? Share great values. That's why I put values earlier, right? One is your purpose, your vision. The second one is your value. The third one is everywhere. Then people see it everywhere because it's great value. Everywhere can get it as long as you can reach them. Okay, so don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. For example, many people just create. How often do you create? I was just wondering. Let me know. How often do you create? Let me and share whatever content or brand. I know the brand is 24. Or your, like for example, your profile, right? Your branding name, everything is there. And whatever you already created, it's still silent. Or maybe you have a video, but it's still silent if you do not create new momentum, new sharing, and majority time your profile will be silent there. If people search, they found you, that's great. That if you do not create that buzz, we call it a buzz, right? If you do not hear freshly inspirations, right? Update. And even like for, we're not here really for algorithm, but algorithm was that. We're not here for that, but you need that. Even the algorithm knows that even like strategies, their social media strategies lazy or who do not really share often. Because if you are not create a buzz, why should they create a buzz? The buzz actually is really should be your value. You want to create a value often, and you want to create a value like a dominant wherever you can reach, so that you can fulfill yourself, give your best value to as many people as you could meet or like across, right? That's the third one, okay? Net your brand, net your information, net your inspirations, your values to be seen, to be heard everywhere, at least wherever. Third one. Now, the last one, number 4. There are many, but today I want to focus on these 4 points, okay? 4 keys. The fourth one is brand that lasts the impact, okay? I would say brand loves time, and realize that we are either you are like a master of the time or you are slave of time. How many of you feel like you are the master of time? I know everyone of our life is only maybe like dozens of years, right? And for some lucky ones, not really lucky through the efforts, through the good habits, right? They live more than 100 years. But overall, the oldest people who lived on the earth, maybe 130. But it's just that so far I've never heard about anybody lived over 150 years. Okay, maybe in the future with all the fancy AI or whatever, like medical new technologies. But so far nobody lived up to 150 years. That means like we only have such limited, right, compared with the history, millions of billions of years. Our life is so short, right? So short. So brand, when you're talking about brand, we talk about a great brand. We talk about the impact. The brand is, you want, when you pass, people can still remember the brand. Steve Jobs, unfortunately, he left us, right, in his 50s. How many years now? I think it's almost like almost a dozen years, right? I feel like many years already passed. People still remember him, and we still see his quotes, his images, his inspirations, his videos, almost like everywhere you can find, right, on YouTube. He's not forgotten. He's not forgotten. Thank God. He created another brand, a famous brand, right? Apple. Him and Apple together are remembered by people. Of course, like Apple is still like a hot selling, but in the future, maybe even though I don't know how many years Apple will last, I hope they will last a long time because they are quite innovative, and no matter how long, but eventually, right? And you want it generation by generation, and eventually people can still remember that brand, at least the impact it ever impacted. For example, George Washington on this $1 bill. Yesterday we were trying to figure out all those like figures, right, on those dollar bills. $1 bill, George Washington, very humble on just $1 bill, but that's a very fundamental one. Everyone use it, right? Everyone every day use that, and we remember him, his contribution to this country's freedom. And many other people's, like books, right, like for China, like Confucius, and I hope I will not. Okay, the pronunciation is not very easy. Sometimes use a different Western way. We call it Confucius, but here use English. We use Confucius, right? It's like sounds like confused. I don't know how they pronounce that. It's not definitely not a good pronunciation. Confucius, and other like Daozi, Kongzi, Mengzi, all those kind of great philosophers, right? Even though they passed away thousands of years, people still remember them, remember their inspirations, remember their philosophy, remember their wisdom. Okay, that's how you want your brand to be remembered, right? You want your brand's value, the value to be remembered. the inspirations to be remembered. Like, for example, we have a great poet throughout the history, Chinese history, like Li Bai, all this, and great. They wrote beautiful poems. And today, thousands of years later, our like kids or maybe our generations, we can still remember, and many generations by generation will still learn their beautiful poems, right? The language, the beauty of the language, and there are many people, and it's just like that's a brand. Sometimes the brand, the name is a brand, right? Majority of the time, the name is just a brand, and the value and the inspirations, the wisdom associated with their names, right? Like a Zig Ziglar, I really love his quotes, beautiful quotes, and his name we remember because of values, because of quotes we remember, right? So you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered? By the way, maybe not everybody wants to be remembered, right? But at least you want to contribute. You want your life, especially now, maybe when we are still alive, we do not feel that kind of urgency. But I believe someday at the end of our life, when we are lying in that, like Tony Robbins said that sitting in your rocking chair, and some other people call it like lying down on your like dying bed, right? The last breath, almost at the last breath of your life. And that time we may have more urgency, kind of like a strong desire of, oh, my life, I live this life, I want to be remembered what. So now we want to think from the future and look back to see when that day came, when we were on that dying bed, when we were holding breathing our last breath, we were reflecting our lives, not kind of a movies, where our lives movies playing inside of our mind or like our visual eyes. What we want to see, what like fulfillment we want to already achieve, right? What kind of fulfillment and what kind of values we already want to give, and what kind of lives we already helped to transform. Those things I believe at that time will be stronger. Like Adam and Eve said that way also. Like he does not want at the end of his life, his God showed him that kind of things that he could have already accomplished, could have already fulfilled for his life, for his purpose, but he did not. He said his ultimate version or his best version of himself, right? God will show him the movie of his best version, what he would have already done, but he does not want to have a big distance from that best version of himself. He wants to be very close. He wants to be just to catch up his best version step, so that he can fulfill what God's called him to fulfill, right? So if you want to accomplish that, fulfill your life, make it fully meaningful, make it worth it. All these thousands of years worth it, and especially by the end of your life, you want to. When you recall your life, you will feel proud of yourself. You will feel like totally worth. The life was totally worth living, right? That kind of feeling. You want to look from the future to now, and to really decide what you want to do. So that's the last point is you want to have a lasting impact, so that you want not just to show up, you not just want to more frequently show up there, right? Present there, to share your values, but you want to be persistently doing it. For example, today we shared. Maybe today you get inspiration and you will step up and share something, right? I hope that's at least that's a step you would take, clarify your purpose, your vision, and create your values, right? Clarify your values and create your let me see. I put a note. I put a quick line. The 4 points. I said purpose, vision, add value, and then you want to be third, heard, dominant everywhere, right? For example, you create something, you want to share any kind of places you could share, including physically or in person, share with people as well, right? You want to connect with people, share the values, also on social media, offline, online, both, okay? And then you want to be consistently, not just today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week, the week after next week, this year or this month, next month, December, right? And this year, 2023, and next year, 2024. You want to be continuously persistent doing it, convey your values, create great things, inspirations, value to help your people, your tribe of people, who are eagerly waiting for your solution, your help. Even though they maybe not loudly speaking directly to you, but you want to hear them. They are struggling there. They need your help. The things, the gift only you can give. Only you can give. Yes, even though like sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm doing this and many people are doing this as well. But you are unique. Your way will be unique. Your story will be unique. Your delivery will be unique. Okay? And the results will be unique as well. And the people you will attract will be your tribe as well. So that's all you're purposefully blessed to fulfill. Okay? So that's today. Our 4 points. I hope you remember that today, just by easily, you can really easily and quickly to enhance your brand and create that lasting impact. And at the end, we're already 1 hour. Okay, I really appreciate that you give me feedback. By the way, like this video. And by the way, if you watch this video maybe on YouTube channel, my YouTube channel later, if you are watching the replay, I will definitely appreciate that if you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we could have a better following and also help to reach my YouTube channel, reach more people so that I could help more people. So you help us build our brand. We will look forward to supporting you as well. Connect with me, DM with me, okay, DM me, and they call DM, okay, direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn or like Instagram. Let us know how we could best support you to create your best branding, okay, your powerful brand that you can impact many other people's lives, okay, and to fulfill your life's best purpose. We'll look forward to seeing you inside. And by the way, after this video, I will share my link tree. There are many great abundant resources there to empower our visionary entrepreneurs to stand out, to impact more lives. So make sure that you will check it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook, and join our Abundant Entrepreneurs group on Facebook and also LinkedIn. Let us serve you. Let us empower you. Let us lift you up so that you could stand on our shoulders to impact more lives. All right? So remember that a great brand is a faith, a vision, and a promise. So here is our promise to serve you, to lift you up, to serve more other people. What would be your promise to yourself and to your people? Let us know, okay? We'll look forward to connecting with you further and to serve you more. All right. Take good care. Hold your momentum and create new things. Remember those 4 points and start from today, okay? Take your action and make a difference. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.